Welcome to Fairy Tale.
ちょっと汚れたスーツケースを持って何も知らずに空から降りた地図の向こうここに山上夢見た憧れの場所 Yeah 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 The Rock City Boy Yeah 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 The Rock City Boy
I am Natsu Dragneel.
I'm Grey Bullbuster.
I am Elfman.
I'm Julia. I'm Lisa.
I'm Charle.
I'm Loki.
I'm Happy.
I'm Mira.
I'm Erza. I'm Wendy.
We are Fairy Tale. We don't live like we have already. Oh, god damn it.
Yes.
My magic arc of time manipulates my wedgie.
I'm Naruto. Wait, shit.
Aha! I suddenly see the fail in this plan.
I'm always needing someone.
Well, I can do that for you.
Like a good neighbor, Moo Moo is there. And can I get a ham sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
I wanna be the same on me as recently as like this is me pretty please I'm birds and bees with ecstasy with SGs rhyme and rhyme sound like Rhino won't stand up with a blackjack bottle when I stay home and you stay here now you feel go got nailed it.
So hi, and welcome to episode 43 of the Fairy Tale Podcast. Really quickly, we're doing a re-record because somehow my computer decided that this episode never happened, even though we had already done it and recorded it. It just freaking disappeared, poofed off somewhere. So there won't be any con news. We're just going to go through our segments and go through as it is. So without any further ado, let's send it on over to Charle for a bit of Charle's magical education.
Welcome to Fairy Tale.
ちょっと汚れたスーツケースを持って何も知らずに空から降りた地図の向こうここに山上夢見た憧れの場所 Yeah 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 The Rock City Boy Yeah 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 The Rock City Boy
I am Natsu Dragneel.
I'm Grey Bullbuster.
I am Elfman.
I'm Julia.
I'm Lisa. I'm Charle.
I'm Loki.
I'm Happy.
I'm Mira.
I'm Erza. I'm Wendy.
We are Fairy Tale. We don't live like we have already. Oh, god damn it.
Yes.
My magic arc of time manipulates my wedgie.
I'm Naruto. Wait, shit.
Aha! I suddenly see the fail in this plan.
I'm always needing someone.
Well, I can do that for you.
Like a good neighbor, Moo Moo is there. And can I get a ham sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
I wanna be the same on me as recently as like this is me pretty please I'm birds and bees with ecstasy with SGs rhyme and rhyme sound like Rhino won't stand up with a blackjack bottle when I stay home and you stay here now you feel go got nailed it.
So hi, and welcome to episode 43 of the Fairy Tale Podcast. Really quickly, we're doing a re-record because somehow my computer decided that this episode never happened, even though we had already done it and recorded it. It just freaking disappeared, poofed off somewhere. So there won't be any con news. We're just going to go through our segments and go through as it is. So without any further ado, let's send it on over to Charle for a bit of Charle's magical education.
Hello and welcome to Charles Magical Education. I'm going to cover Soul. Soul was a mage of the Phantom Lord Guild, as well as a member of the strongest team of his guild, Elemental 4, his element being Earth. Soul is a slim man of average height, with a tiny mustache and green hair pointing upwards. His right eye is always hidden by a monocle attached to a slim chain. Under it, the eye itself seems small and round, in contrast to his other, larger eye. Soul is clad in a formal attire consisting of a brown suit with a ragged collar bearing 6 prominent protrusions jutting outwards over a white shirt paired with a black tie, red in the anime, and simple shoes. He also dons what appears to be a short cape attached to both of his elbows. Soul usually keeps a very bizarre stance, standing with his head tilted while he oddly swings his body back and forth. Also, he's often seen merging his feet to the ground due to the effects of his magic. Soul speaks with a French accent and has a tendency to employ French words when talking, such as salut, which means greetings, and Cybele, which means target, and referring to young women as mademoiselle, meaning miss. He also tends to repeat the phrase non, meaning no, usually 3 times in a row to express denial or dismay. His magic is earth magic. It is a caster-type magic which utilizes the element of earth. The caster uses the earth around them to attack or defend, giving earth magic users a great deal of flexibility when using their magic. Skilled users can manipulate the physical properties of earth, such as making sand as hard as metal, creating iron-hard rock pillars from the ground, or even bending the ground at will and turning it into a liquid form. Earth magic also enables a user to literally dive into the ground, be it rock, concrete, or metal, using their hands or feet and tunneling through it. Like other elemental magics, some users can also transform their bodies to earth to travel through solid obstacles and underground. He also has sand magic. Sand magic is a caster-type magic that involves the usage of sand. The user manipulates sand, either released from his or her body or gathered from the surrounding environment, shaping it into a variety of forms for different purposes, with the most prominent so far being combat, with sand-made bullets or waves being the most common attacks. The sand seems to inflict damage due to the sheer blunt power granted to it by the amount of material used each time. And that wraps it up for Charles' magical education. I'm going to hand it over to Elfman for Cooking with Elfman.
On today's Cooking with Elfman, I'm going to teach you how to make miso glazed skirt steak. What you're going to need is 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of yellow miso paste, 1 tablespoon of pecked brown sugar, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 cloves garlic, finely minced, 1 skirt steak cut into 4 pieces, and freshly ground black pepper to taste. First, combine the vinegar, miso paste, brown sugar, cayenne pepper, and garlic in a small bowl and stir until smooth. Spread the miso mixture generously on both sides of the skirt steak and sprinkle with black pepper. Allow to rest at room temperature for about 30 minutes. Prepare a charcoal grill from medium to high heat and place the steak on a grill and cook without moving for about 2 minutes and turn the steak to 180 degrees to create cross-hatch grill marks. Cook for another 2 minutes. Cook the steaks, continue cooking until medium rare to medium on the inside and shiny on the outside. About 4 more minutes. Instant read thermometer inserted into the center should read about 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 57 degrees Celsius. Allow to rest for 5 minutes, then serve. That is it for Cooking with Elfman today. I'm going to pass it on to Lisana for Reese's Gallery.
Hello, welcome to another entry into Reedus' Gallery. For this episode, I've got a picture titled FT, Nothing to Say, by Crystalline-F. Oh, sorry. It's pretty good, I like it. It's definitely very interesting composition for a photo. Usually, I mean, it's not the best thing to have something right in the center, but for this, it does actually sort of work. Like, you've got this really expansive, kind of surreal-looking landscape with the clouds and the swords kind of drifting off into the background. And, you know, what's really interesting is we're not looking at Erza's face. We're looking at her back and her hair and that really cool tattoo. Which also comes to another thing. The tattoo is, as I've read in the description, supposed to be carved into the skin to show that she's hollow inside. Which is really, really cool effect. And, you know, kind of really makes you think about it. The skin and the hair are both very well painted, but I think the skin's my favorite of all of it. And, I mean, overall, it's just a really, really pretty, really kind of surreal looking piece. So, with that short thing being said, I'm gonna go around and ask everybody's opinions. Joel, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Up.
Natsu?
Thumbs up.
Juvia?
Thumbs up.
And Elfman?
Thumbs up.
Alright, what's one thing you liked or disliked about this picture? Joel?
I really like the sunburst effect behind her head. I would love to see more pictures of people from the fairy tale anime done like this, like one for each character, like just in their own environment. I know she has a sword, like maybe Jalal with the stars and stuff like that, and Natsu with his flames, Gray with his ice, just cool pictures like that. Maybe even
And Titanic
turned
maybe
into
as well, I
wallpapers.
mean.
Turned into wallpapers.
Yeah, that would be cool. Alright, Natsu?
I really love the tone of the skin. It was really, really well done, and the way that the tattoo is carved out just adds more to it. At first I was like, wait a minute, there's a piece of tattoo missing, and then you said it was carved, and I was like, oh yeah, it is! So, it was really, really cool.
Okay. Juvia?
Well, other than the fact that it is severely lacking in gray, I actually really like the way that the swords are in there.
Okay.
The just like the effect with the smoke over the swords and the lighting on.
How dare it lack gray!
I'm sorry. I love my gray. I can't help it.
The way you said that, I was like, wait,
Sounds
gray?
like
Why does it need gray? It's got black.
Were you thinking of the color gray?
Yeah, I was, and I was like, oh wait.
Oh yeah, Juvia! Wait a second!
No, I was like, why do you want gray? That makes it dull. In both reasons.
Oh!
Ouch.
Maybe it doesn't Erza with gray. Maybe it could be Juvia with gray, but I mean, yeah, it's lacking in gray, but
Graysome!
and there's actually some color gray in the swords if you don't notice.
Alright. Come on. Let's give Elfman his say.
I don't know what to stare at. The swords or the boobs. I'm conflicted.
And he
Check
could
out
not
that.
possibly save us from that. No, Elfman couldn't save us. We were counting on him.
No, seriously,
But no.
seriously. Being a man is confusing sometimes. It's like, well, do I stare at the swords or do I stare at the boobs? Swords or boobs?
Real men stare at boobies.
Is it just me, or is the sword right beside Erza boob? Does it look like the sword from Soul Eater from Cana?
Oh my god.
Just a little bit, not too much. But...
Alright, Chrono and Devil Form.
Uh-oh, we hit it. We hit a soft spot.
This is apparently we hit the G-spot of her stomach, huh? I still say we're making a t-shirt that says that. Alrighty, moving on to, whatever the next part is.
Oh, right. One word to describe this picture. Joel?
Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's more than one word.
Eclipse.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Natsu?
I was gonna say, Twilight, because that's what it looks like. There's
Oh, no,
Twi-
don't even. No.
Oh, no, not vampire stuff.
I
meant
know.
Twilight
You can't
is in the
put
time
those
of
words
day.
together anymore.
Yes, I can. The vampire show is Cinnamon Toast Crunch Vampires. It's not called Twilight.
Alright.
This is, either that or reflection, because the reflection from the water, it's really pretty. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't realize that was water in the background. I thought it was just an effect coming off the
What do you
clouds.
think it was, Greg?
No, I thought it was an effect coming off the clouds. You know, like sometimes when you look up in the sky, you see those lines.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping she's not standing in the sky.
Alright. Okay, Juvia?
One word, right?
Yeah.
No 5.
Surreal?
Grayless.
Alright, I like that. And,
Surreal? As opposed to, I was gonna say grayless.
No, I can't do grayless because it is a very good picture. It's just missing gray, okay? You put a little gray up in the corner that's like saying, I love you, Juvia. It's like the perfect picture ever.
See, the thing is though, every time you say that, I'm not thinking the character because we're talking about art. So I'm like, put gray in the corner.
I'm crying!
Yeah, put
A little gray in the corner. That'll give you some contrast.
Yeah. Perfect contrast.
Elfman!
Put a little moon up there. Just turn.
Elfman!
Smoky.
Okay.
Like as I'm smoking hot or just like smoke? Sorry.
That's for you to decide.
Smoking!
Well, it is pretty hot.
Alrighty, so moving away from that, yeah.
Yeah, so with all of that being said, I'm going to wrap it up and hand it back to Natsu.
Alrighty, so, now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the manga recap. Again, there is no read-through for this chapter because we're trying to play catch-up, and I'm sorry for those of you that are wondering, hey, where the hell was this episode this whole time? It took us a while to re-record stuff again. Alrighty. So this week's chapter is chapter 285, and it is called MPF. And I love the cover. Just gonna say, love it, love it, love it. Mostly because it's Cana, and it's dead ass. But you get a nice, good side boob and a little under boob there. But I'm gonna turn it over to everybody else in the chat and let them comment on it. Go ahead, guys. Floor's open.
Dead ass.
No.
Dead ass. That's all to say is dead ass.
Dead ass. Anything else, like in the background
Side
or
boobie.
anything?
I want her belt. It's just nice.
Well, I've got to say, I
there.
love the texture of like the wood and everything for the building that she's in. And it's not the first time I've seen this image. I've seen it several times, so I'm able to actually pick out details now. And it's been several weeks, so I mean, dead ass and dim titties still stick out, but I think that there was a lot of detail that went into it. Yeah.
I got a different kind of wood going on right now.
The way the window looks, all the text on the posters and stuff, just really, really good. And this was before the Fairy Tale movie came out, so there's that. So if you guys want to skip ahead, if you're following along with us and you want to skip ahead to page 8, that is where everything starts. And Erza and they're showing the image of Erza on the screen, just fucking shit up left and right, and striking her pose, as it were. She's in her She-Ra pose, and the announcers are going off talking about how amazing this is, and like the audience reaction is crazy. Like the audience is just straight eating this up. But I love how the wig announcer is like sweating.
I'm surprised he kept his wig on.
Right, I am too. And then Chef Boy over here is like face palming, like of course. And then I also kind of love Lahar's reaction a little bit because he's just kind of like, wow, like I seriously just wow. And then Mest's reaction. I love seeing Mest's reaction here. So let's get your thoughts and opinions on this particular page. What are some of the things that really stood out to you? And I guess we'll go in order this time. So, Gray, go ahead. Let me know.
The audience.
The audience? Okay. That really stood out to you, huh? Because this is kind of the turning point, for the audience. Like, they start cheering Fairy Tale.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about the audience, because they've not really been paying attention to Fairy Tale. So.
No, not really. I mean, there was the one time that Natsu and Gajiel were trying to compete on the moving vehicle, and they had that, and then Natsu gave like that epic speech, and it kind of turned some hearts, but like, everybody was kind of like cheering him as an underdog, and now they went out of underdog contention to possibly winning this motherfucking thing, and that's when it took off.
Mess. He's so emotional.
Well, I do like that. I really like that Mist has, it feels like he has a deep connection with
I
Fairy
think
Tail.
he might have a crush on Erza.
Oh my god. Now he's gonna need to fight Jalal for a whole nother reason there.
Yep.
Loki.
What really stood out was Erza. I mean, or Erza, or however you guys pronounce it. I still call it Erza.
Okay.
But just her on the screen and, striking her victory pose. I mean,
Yeah.
that really did look like, the whole triumph moment. And this is what really turned the stage.
I call it her epic She-Ra pose because she's got that sword in the air like She-Ra. She's the fairy tale princess of power. Elfman.
That woman is a man.
Oh my god.
She's the man, right?
She's the man. Wendy.
Dude definitely doesn't look like a lady, though.
Wendy.
My favorite part of this is also Mest. I love that he's just so emotional over it.
Alright.
Sweet precious baby.
Then we move on to the next one, and we get a good amount of side boob in the first one. But all of that aside, I love seeing the rest of her team running to her, and like she's getting bombarded by all of this, and then just the reaction of everybody else. There was like everybody else that was supposed to be competing, just from Cana all the way over, just all of their reactions. So, what really stood out to you guys? Specifically with this one, Gray.
The side boob, obviously.
No.
No, Natsu saying, fight me, fight me, fight me.
Alright. Charle.
Cana down there with her alcohol, like, well, pop top. Ain't gonna be that one.
It's not gonna be that kind of a party. Alright. Loki.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get the side boob and Kana's cleavage out of the way, but I mean, come on.
No, don't put it out of the way. Bring it back in.
Those were the what I really found funny was basically Quadro Puppy's, what was it, Novali?
Novali, yeah.
His just response like, oh shit, I hope I don't go up against her.
Like seriously, even if you didn't see what he was saying, that face says it all.
I mean, he's the only one on there, he's the only one in there who actually said, I didn't expect this, except for Thunder Boy over there.
Yeah. Alright. Elfman.
Raventail, at this point in time, they're realizing, this is not good.
Nope. Alright. And Wendy.
No matter how many times I reread the bubble, I'm still like, what the fuck are you even saying that for, Hibiki?
That is not Ichiya's girlfriend. We're gonna clarify that right the fuck now. Alright.
In his mind it might be, but...
Alright. We move on to the next page, and you've got Erza looking up and seeing all of Fairy Tail cheering like crazy for her and saying, "Atta girl, that's our Erza." And then Minerva kind of giving her 2 cents, and then we see the reaction from Kagura, and basically the last panel is Erza putting her fist up saying like, "What you got, bitches?" And that's basically kind of the stance there. But what did you guys think? Like, what is your opinion on this particular page? Gray.
I like the whole fairy tale guild at the top.
Right. Yeah.
And then the epic, like, fist bump to the air.
Alright. Charle.
Pound it.
Loki.
Marker Robs, I love you! I love you,
Elfman.
All the happenings, you can almost feel it. just from that first panel.
And Wendy.
Her face screams, "Come at me, bro."
Oh my god, yes. Okay, we move on to the next, and you get the audience cheering, and then you see this weird looking object there, and Pumpkin Man starts explaining what the fuck is gonna happen. And what are our thoughts and opinions on this page? Gray.
There's nothing really to look at, to be honest. Apart from a funny pumpkin zapping a ball.
Charle.
It looks like an interesting table.
Loki.
Who's up for a Quidditch match?
Oh my god! Yes. Elfman.
I really don't know what to say on this.
Okay. And Wendy.
Alright, this is sad, but I'll admit this. The first time I read the MPF, I read it as MLP.
Yes!
Like fucking ponies.
No!
Major League Player, that's what it is.
My Little Pony.
My
Okay.
little fairy tale.
We've already had that episode, sir. But, alright, we move on to page 12, and one of the funniest things is we get to see Hibiki kind of sort of hitting on Cana there. And then you find out, you look behind them and she's drunk all of these wine barrels. And then the reaction of everybody else are like, I love Gashiel's like, yeah, you're not drunk. Lux is just kind of like mad about it. And then I love how Juvia's like, the competition's not over. And the perfect face. Huh?
I can just imagine the way she says it.
And then the first one up is Miliana, and she disrobes, and oh, does she disrobe. Alright, so, yeah. Page 12. Gray.
I'd tap that.
Really? That's your only
She
comment?
wouldn't remember you afterwards, just saying.
You know, she wouldn't, because I'd use a mind filter.
You're saying you'd let Miliana tie you up?
Maybe. No,
Alright.
I like her face. I like Kana's face when she's just like,
Alright, Charle.
Kitty power!
Oh, good God.
Titty power.
Kitty!
Titty.
Titty rub, titty rub.
Oh, someone needs to do it now.
Titty cannons.
Alright, no, but seriously, Charle.
Oh, seriously, Juvia.
I mean, there is so much good content on this page. Really is.
Juvia's like, you might want to put the alcohol down.
It's not, no,
It's
no.
not
In all honesty, it's Juvia politely saying, "Get back on task, bitch." Like 100%. Okay, Loki.
I'm just gonna say Miliana is perfect.
Ah, I knew we were gonna get a cat pun. All right.
No, no validies, pretty much stupidity when it comes to the barrels. Like, what the fuck? How can this woman drink so much?
The perfect what the fuck face right there. Yeah.
And
You
then-
could definitely tell she's Irish.
Right.
and Juvia's whole, it's not over yet, you need to get back on task. And then Pumpkin's like, okay now, everybody, it's time to play Quidditch.
Okay, dude. Basically, you're about to cover the whole fucking page. Hold on.
Wait,
Leave some for the rest. One thing that stood out to you. One thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Miliana's perfect.
Okay. Elfman.
I'm just saying, one of my friends that cosplays Cana is having a field day with this page.
Ah!
She ships that. Cana Hibiki.
Oh God. Wendy.
I can see it happening.
I ship that shit too.
Huh. And now I'm considering a ship.
Why did you
Yeah, know
people?
what? That's good.
Why did
gonna
you
count as
people
my
have
one
to raise the sail for her?
Every
We are
ship should
talking-
sail, just not necessarily with a crew.
Should I get
I'll
an
take
axe?
you.
Axe?
Hey,
Fucking axe and
just
boxer.
remember, every ship that sails can also be hit by a freaking cannonball.
Iceberg?
Yes!
I know, I got a bit of flint and steel, I'll burn it down.
Let me be the iceberg and I'll capsize this ship.
Alright, so we move on to page 13 and we got Kitten Blast, and then we see that she got 365. So basically this is like the power meter from Dragon Ball Z. And then we
Right.
got comments from the rest of the announcing crew. Of course, the audience is confused. They're like, "What the fuck does 365 mean? Did she hit it and suddenly hit every day in the year? Like, what's going on?" Aha! I see what I did there. Okay.
Except for leap year.
Okay. So, what's going on right now is it's Gray's turn.
Yeah, I like the audience's face. They're just like, what the fuck, man?
Right. Charle?
Again, kitty power. No. I can't remember his name. Dude with glasses.
Oh, Lahar.
Yeah, Lahar. Lahar's like, yeah, that device, we use it in our Ruin Night.
Oh, we use it on our Rune Nights for initiation, baby.
Oh,
It's used as a hazing ritual.
Yeah. It's a sorority.
Okay, Loki.
I liked Miliana's giant yarn swirl of doom. I mean, that's what it looked like. You're like she's like throwing yarn at the ball.
She's got a ball of yarn. Okay.
Exactly.
The Spiral King.
She's got a ball of yarn and she knows how to use it.
Oh my god. Alright. Elfman.
I don't quite know how to follow that up.
You can try really hard.
Well,
I got a ball of string.
We all can, but sometimes these don't ever get there.
Ah. Alright.
It's not the length of the yarn, it's how you use it.
In Jan's case, yeah.
I'm sure that's been said a lot. I don't know. Probably the first. It's the first time it's ever been said on this show, but I'm sure it's been said before. Wendy.
I really want to, punch the announcer, because I'm like, no shit, you don't know if it's a high number. She's the first fucking one to go.
And Captain Redundancy strikes again. Alright.
Captain Redundancy.
Oh, but you know what? I don't feel nearly as bad for Miliana as I do for poor Navali on the next page. Because they're commenting that how Miliana's real strength isn't actual power, and then Navali goes up and hits it and does a 124. And I felt so bad for her.
I thought Navali was a dude.
Yeah, Navali is a dude.
You just said I felt so bad for her.
Oh, I was reading something else. I'm sorry. No, I felt so bad for Miliana up until Navali, is what I meant. And then Hibiki gets up there, and they're like, I don't know. And Ichi is like, you need to have confidence in your friends, and then he goes and scores a 95. And then I love that immediately he goes straight to Cana's breast for comfort.
Sounds great.
That's the best place to go.
So, Gray, your opinion?
I like Hibiki. He's just on the floor like, why am I so weak?
Okay. Charle.
Okay. When I read his bubble that says, yeah, I want you to baby me, somehow my mind left out a few words, and it says, yeah, I want you, baby.
Yes! This is the best part. That's a great line. All right. Loki.
I gotta say, Hibiki kind of deserved this for saying that Erza was his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously. He deserved to score 95.
One mustn't tell lies. He didn't,
exactly.
He didn't say
I will not
his
tell lies.
girlfriend. He said it was Ichia's.
Elfman.
Man.
Oh, God.
Alright. Does that fucker even know how to shave cleanly? That's all I'm saying. Of course,
Unless
if you've
he's
got
5 o'clock stubble.
if you've got a butt chin, I guess it's kind of hard to shave that, but still.
It kind of is.
And Wendy.
I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much fan fiction, but I think Hibiki's got a kink going on here.
Oh, he definitely does. Doesn't he have like a... No, it's Ren that has a girlfriend, right?
No,
Hibiki's not...
Ren's engaged to Sherry.
Okay. Alright. So...
Dating Jenny.
Oh, that's right. He's dating Jenny. Okay, so up next we have the Raventail Obra, and then I love that we've got the 3X sheet there talking. Then we've got comments from Wendy, and then this weird-looking black X sheet comes out and does 4. And I love Natsu and Gray's reaction to that. It's just hilarious. And then the best panel, in my opinion, is the last panel where Cana steals the pumpkin's hat and just starts twirling, because she is that fucking plastered. All right. So, Gray, what was the thing that really stood out to you in this one?
Cana stealing the hat.
Okay. Charle.
The little black X eating him going,
Loki.
There are no redos.
There are no redos. Yeah. Elfman.
I just can't stop staring at Cana dancing with the hat.
Wendy.
Give me back my hat!
Gray and Natsu's faces are priceless.
Right? All right, we move on to the next page, and Raventail's just basic reaction to that. They're like, some of them are like, "What the fuck?" and then others are like, "Dude, that was how it was going to happen." And then we get the current rankings, and Miliana's all happy that she's been doing the best. And then out steps Orga, following applause, and he starts doing a Kamehameha of lightning. So, Gray, what stood out on this page for you?
The pig-faced dude.
Oh, Balchinian? Naru?
Yeah, Balchinian.
Nar pudding?
Yeah, he's funny.
Okay. Charle.
Miliana, she's like, yay, I did it! I'm number one! Meow.
Loki.
Titties. I'm sorry, they're right there. I can't help myself. But anyway, yeah. Goku would not be happy.
Elfman.
I just imagine him trying to sing Kamehameha.
And Wendy.
Miliana is so cute. I just want to, put her in my pocket. Give her milk.
Hot pocket! Alright, so on the next page...
pussy for you.
I love this. On the next page, he does his Kamehameha lightning blast, and does 3,825. And then everybody's reaction to that is just... we've got Miliana just losing it. Gray and Natsu just kind of like, wah. Lahar's thrown. We've got the dancing cats, and Lux is just like, yeah, whatever, bitch. So, alright, Gray. What really stood out?
Lux is his badass face.
Okay. Charle.
Actually dancing around.
Alright. Loki.
120 mm black lightning cannon!
Elfman.
I just picture the XG singing Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy.
I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, joy, happy, joy, happy, happy, grandmother joy.
Okay. And Wendy.
Okay, if you took Lux's face, out of context, it's a very rape face.
That is definitely rape face right there, yes.
It is. It makes me uncomfortable a little.
Okay, so we go on to the next page, and I love this first panel, because not only is Orga singing, but apparently he has caught the air fap as well. So the return of the air fap from the end of the Edalus arc. Yes! Alright, then we've got Jura coming up, and he's all calm and everything, and I love how everybody else has got confidence. Then we have Leon rape face. And I love how Jura is just like, is it okay if I do it seriously? You know, he's asking permission to go all out, and then he starts powering up, sort of. He does his monk power up. Alright, so, here go the opinions. Gray.
Leon's rape face. He's like, I'm gonna get you.
Charle.
Sherry. She's like,
You mean Shelia?
Shelly, yeah. I don't know why I call her. She's Sherry's cousin, isn't it?
Yeah. Something like that.
Shelia.
Younger family member.
Yes, it doesn't go there.
Loki.
The pumpkin telling Orga not to sing anymore.
Just
shut up, okay? Yeah, move on.
Telling the boulder not to sing.
Elfman.
The boulder never always sings.
Strongest, number one.
Oh my god. And Wendy.
Lamia scale is all over the page. That's
okay.
just fucking win.
I guess I'm the only one that the air fap was my favorite moment, because when I saw that I was like, it's the return of the air fap! Yes! And it's contagious. That's the best part. Then we get to the next page, and giant fucking panel of 8,544 points of doom. And then we've got the Popeyes coming out of Natsu and Gray. Like, they just can't believe it's not butter. And Orga's like, the fuck? Erza's not phased at all, and Leon's just kind of like, So, let's get opinions. Gray.
The Popeyes.
The Popeyes, absolutely. Charle.
Erza.
Loki.
Orga just shit a brick.
Elfman.
I like the fact that every single time something like this happens, Natsu always says, "What?" That's all he's saying.
Wendy.
Well, if Orga had a boner from his air fap, it's gone now.
Oh, right? I love that we included that. Okay, we move on to the next page, and Orga's kind of giving his little bow. And I love how you've got Obama in there like, well done, Sonny! You know? And then you've got, even Makarov is just kind of like, God damn! Mavis isn't phased at all, but that, there's a reason for that, and we know. But, we move on, and Cana's just like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then she just starts taking her clothes off. And I love how you've got the three above her, like, giving comments. And she's like, yup, and just starts taking off the shirt. And they're like, don't strip!
Do strip!
Alright, so, let's go ahead and get the thoughts and opinions. Gray.
Stripping!
Oh my god. Charle.
Damn, chick, keep your clothes on.
No, fuck that.
Take them off.
Screw it.
You're
That's
wearing,
for later tonight.
if anything, you're wearing too much clothes. Alright. Loki.
Take it all off.
Elfman.
I like the three comments like, yep, she's fucked.
And Wendy.
These guys have a little more faith in her.
I know,
Yay.
right? Alright, so we move on. She tosses the shirt aside, and you see the big tattoo on her arm. And they're like, oh, that mark. And I love this. Makarov's like, it couldn't be. And Mavis is just kind of giving that little look. She's smiling. She's got that twinkle in her eye. And Mavis's doomed face. And then she starts calling her attack. And that's the page there. So, thoughts and opinions? Gray.
Cana has rape face for once.
Mavis has rape face. That's the scary part, dude. Okay, Charle.
If you took Mavis when she had the little twinkle in her eye, and then her serious doom face,
Yeah.
and made them like into a GIF, it'd be like, I'm sweet and innocent. I'm gonna fucking kill your ass.
I'm gonna sweet and innocently rape the fuck out of you. Loki.
Makarov's, oh god face.
It really looks like he just found out that he has testicular cancer.
Whenever I see that face, I hear, boom.
Thank you so much, First Master. I just shat my pants.
I'm gonna need to change your underwear soon.
It's like, what do you mean you think Bleach is amazing? We're just gonna start coming up with with things people could say to make that face. They made a hentai out of what?
And they put it where?
Elfman.
Just, everything. Just Cana, power.
And Wendy.
Oh, seeing Cana with like that tattoo is just like, oh shit, son.
Oh, I know what it is that made Makarov make that face. He was like, Michael Bay's doing what to Ninja Turtles? Oh, yes, we did. I love this page because it's all one panel. Very easy for me to describe. I think we're happy with the fairy glitter. So we're just going to move on from that page. There's nothing you could really talk about except that it's just fucking awesomeness.
Destruction,
no jutsu.
The fact that there should have been an orphanage there.
Alright, so we move on to page 23, and we've got the audience just gaping. Fairy Tail Team B is just kind of like, they've got those smiles, but they're pretty confident. And then you get to Team A, and I love how Natsu's just hands in the air, fuck yeah! And then you look over and you see Raventail's master, Ivan, is like, holy fucking shit. And we've got Quad 9, we've got sweaty-faced Wig Boy, Sting is about to shit his pants. we see the cats and Lisana and Levy and, you know, the three people in the background who don't really count. But, yeah, it's kind of like the White Ranger. They just don't fit in. But,
fuck you!
We've got them celebrating. We've got Lahar. We've got the greatest of happy moments coming from the two master. And then we've got that ass version 2.0. So,
complete with a heart belt.
Complete with a heart belt. And it looks like the tattoo's steaming off. So, yeah, opinions. So we're gonna start with Gray.
That ass, I'm afraid.
Okay, Charle.
Pervert. The Masters.
All right.
Call me a pervert.
Loki.
It's over 9,000!
Oh, God.
We've had 2 Dragon Ball Z references in this chapter alone. That's awesome. Elfman.
Everything. Sting is preparing for butt devastation here.
Butt devastation.
We're like ass devastation.
What happened? She farted and it did 9999.
It was attestation.
And Wendy.
Everybody's faces in the audience are just like, the fuck just happened?
And then we get to 24, which is basically Cana just like, look what I can do, bitches! We unstoppable!
Take it off!
Then we've got the audience starting to cheer, and I love we've got the pumpkin rape face here. Just basically, that rape face says, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with Fairy Tail. So, that's the I've been raped face. That's what that is. Okay, Gray.
The pumpkin's rape face.
Okay. Charle.
Cana. And her
Cana.
little belt.
Okay.
She's like, yep, I did it.
Loki.
Those hips.
Don't lie. Anyway, Elfman.
Girl, look at that body.
What?
No, seriously, look in the crowd. Look in the crowd. There's someone with bunny ears. There's a person with bunny ears.
Oh my God! It's the mailman from Ocarina of Time.
I know.
Wendy.
Where did that guy get a flag for Fairy Tail? If they're just now starting to cheer for them, was he like a closet fan or something? And he's
I
like,
think
shit,
he was.
I get to come out now.
I think he was. All right, so then we have the last page, which is Naru putting Balchini in here, handing the pairings for the next round, and Raventail is about to start some shit. So let's go through. Gray,
Balchinian's rape face.
Charle,
The big screens of Cana.
Loki.
The fact that whoever's reading this, everyone just wants Raventail to die. No one who even likes these people. I mean,
At
come
this
on.
point, no one. No. Okay, Elfman.
Troll here. Alexi's rape face.
Oh God. And Wendy.
Balchinian is so fucking short. Shit.
Oh my God! All right, so that is it for that particular portion of the recap, and we're going to go through and rate this chapter on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you think this compared with the rest of the chapters that Hiro Mishima has put out previously? Gray.
20.
In comparison to all the other shit he's put out?
Well, 11.
Okay. Charle.
Compared to everything else, this is a 9.9998.
Okay. Loki.
Kana's ass gets a 10.
Well, you're comparing it to all the other chapters that he's put out.
Okay. I'll give it a 9. You know, I've seen better shots of Kana's ass in other chapters, so.
Alright, Elfman.
I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
I like how Loki's the ass connoisseur now. All right.
I look asses too. I'm just
Hey, what can I say? Baby got back.
And
Best
Wendy.
comment from you ever.
I'd have to give it an 8.
Alright. As a standalone chapter, where do you think this one goes? Gray.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Okay. Carla.
No, it's Charle.
Oh, Charle.
Broken Mexican.
I'm still Charle right now.
Get back on that corner.
10. Go fuck yourself.
Get back on that Konoha corner. Alright, Loki.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Okay. Elfman.
I'm gonna give it a 9.3.
And Wendy.
I'll give it a 9.
And what was your favorite moment from this chapter? Great.
Tits and ass.
You gotta pick a specific moment, dude.
When Cana hit quad 9.
Okay. Charle.
Hibiki going over there and being like, baby me, please, God.
Loki.
Cana stripping.
Elfman.
Fairy glitter smashing down.
Okay. And Wendy.
That guy pulling the flag with the fairy tale symbol on it out of his ass.
I like how we have so many different ones, because my favorite was actually Cana stealing the pumpkin's hat. That was my favorite moment. That was my favorite moment. Alright, so yeah, that is our thoughts and opinions. You can send yours to fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for us, and that all that's left for us to do, pretty much, with the manga recap being done, is to just name this crazy episode of the podcast, even though there was a lot less crazy because we had to re-record it. So, Lisana, episode 43 should be called what?
Erza kicks serious ass.
Okay. Elfman.
Erza pierces the heavens.
Jalal.
Erza can pierce my heavens.
Juvia.
Scarlet Flower, because it's in the chapter and it's pretty neat.
I like that. That's good. All right, and I'm gonna go with episode 43, Erza's Monster Mash.
It's a monster mash.
It was. You saw all those monsters get mashed by Erza. It's a graveyard crash.
Yeah, it's a graveyard crash.
Yeah, I thought she was about to say a graveyard curl. I was like, that doesn't rhyme. Alright, so anyway, yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for us. We had to re-record, so there was a lot fewer people on this episode than there were supposed to be on the original. We apologize, but whatever. You gotta work with what you gotta work with. Alright, so yeah, that is it for us, and we are going to play through all the ways that you can contact us. You can now find us on iTunes and Zune by searching for Fairy Tale Podcast, or if you're watching us on YouTube, check the links below.
You can visit our website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, to download the latest episodes of the podcast, plus download and see images and recipes from our segments.
You can find us on YouTube by looking at Fairy Tale Podcast. All of our episodes are posted immediately as they are finished, along with all the interviews. And remember to like and favorite the videos, as well as spread the word.
Keep up to date on when the newest episodes and chapters come out, as well as chat with other fans of the podcast and the Fairy Tale community. Discuss all your latest obsessions, share news, and chat with the crew of the podcast. Also be sure to send us your AMVs to post, as well as any cosplay images you have. Help our community of fans to grow.
Keep up to date with the latest news, podcast updates, con updates, and what's going on in the world of Fairy Tale by following us on Twitter @FairyTaleCast.
And every time we get another follower, we give Happy a fish.
Aye!
And don't forget, if you want to send us fan mail, send it to fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. Alrighty, so, thank you for checking out this episode of the podcast. Sorry it was so late. We hope you enjoyed it. All that good stuff. Remember, if you want to help us out, if you want to help us get to anything or take care of stuff, right now, actually currently, we have a Kickstarter going on, so if you go to our Twitter page or our Facebook page or our YouTube page, which is not Fairy Tale Podcast, it's Gothic Zero Gar, because we're doing all of these live. We're doing live casts. Actually, in about an hour, we're going to start our live show, and we're actually doing a live manga read-through tonight, so that's going to be really fun. So make sure to go check that out. Yep. Alrighty. But we're taking donations. Also, if you go if you go to the website for Fairy Tale, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, and you click on the donate button on the top of each blog, Juby, you need to mute yourself. You're back up. Alrighty. If you go to the Fairy Tale website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, click on the donation button at the top of each and every blog, and donate the monetary amount of your choice so we can put it in Happy's little pouch. But while you're doing all of that, please don't forget the reason that we're all here, which of course is the Fairy Tale series, damn it!
help keep Hiro Mashima employed, and it's really, really easy to do. All you have to do is purchase the anime, manga, video games, and all the incredible swag that's out there. Show your support by being a fan. Remember, Erza owns all pirates. Just saying. If you think you're going to get away with it and Erza's not going to punish you, remember the chapter we covered today. That's all I'm saying. Alrighty, so I am Natsu Dragoneel, and I am getting ready to do a live show. Yeah. Elfman.
I am Elfman, and I ate 2 day bagels today.
Jamal.
I'm Jalal and Pudding.
Juvia.
I'm Juvia, and I miss my gray.
And Lizana.
I'm Lisana, and I'm surprisingly tired.
Alright, Juvia, say wiener fish.
Wiener fish!
Well.